Welcome back once again. Once again, here we go. N.y.a show, episode 109. Appreciate y'all if y'all continue to check out the show, continue to support the show, comment, like, subscribe, all of those beautiful, wonderful things as we lead into another week. I guarantee that everybody's week has not been perfect. My week has not been perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm here. I'm here for another show. You hear me? Because you could, you know what I'm saying, come across this motherfucker one cussing. You could come across this joint one day and like last show 80 weeks ago. No, you can look at it's the old times, baby. But I come across some of y'all channels now. Some people on Facebook and remind me of stuff I shared. And I see that the last time I shared y'all video, click on the YouTube link. Sure enough, last video 8 months ago, 10 months ago. Get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see stuff like that, it only motivates me more. Like, damn, at least when if this person run their ass back across the N.y.a show, they're gonna see, dang, he's still doing it every single week, no matter what, no matter how many views, no matter what, he's still here every single week because consistency is what's going to get it. Consistency, that's what gets it. Now, as we get into another week, episode 109 of the N.y.a show, we're going to take a moment here to look back at this earthquake that happened over in Syria, over in Turkey and Syria. Now, if you guys didn't know, maybe a week ago, the initial story came out, and they were saying that 10,000, just a lot of people died. 10,000, a lot of people passed away, and as time has went on, the number has jumped up more and more. And I think that, when it comes to Syria, this is a place that the United States has had a lot of business with doing. The same way that we in bed with Ukraine right now, we got history with Syria too. So at the same time that I do wish that the United States will hop in and play, Captain Saver, Captain Saver. Oh, as much as I would hope that they're doing that, United States, New Orleans get hit with disasters, and I don't think the United States does everything that it's supposed to do. Shout out to George Bush, so Junior. So it's like, let's not act like I can't say that we should put on the cape everywhere across the world, because even here in the country, you see people that go through horrendous things, and the country has still not managed to get all the support out there that they need. Now, when it comes to this earthquake over in Turkey and Syria, let me make sure that I give y'all what it says, and I want to also, in regular fashion, pull it up. Sorry, I didn't already have this pulled up, but let's see, maps, so that everyone is aware of where in the world this place is. Turkey. There we go. There go Ukraine. But the family was hit with a gigantic earthquake. Here we go. There's Syria. Just so we get in Turkey, just so you guys get an understanding of where we're at. But let's see, more than 36,000 people have been killed, and tens of thousands have been injured in a 6.8 earthquake, a 7.8 earthquake struck Turkey and Syria 1 week ago. Just so you know, in history, the biggest earthquake was in Valdivia in Chile in 1960, 9.5. This was 7.8. You know what I'm saying? Just so we have an understanding of how big it was, because a lot of us have never been in an earthquake, so you don't really know like what's the reference point or what's considered a big earthquake. This is a big earthquake, the biggest one in history. It has been a 9.0. Turkey's authorities have arrested numerous property developments blamed for building collapses as the public anger over the quake response grows. So now we're saying, why were these buildings so poorly built to the point that something like this could happen to all these great individual people in this country have been destroyed? And we're like, yo, what was going on? Like, said war, like, let's not forget war torn too. But why are the structures not in place to support such a bad natural disaster? A woman was rescued 175 hours under rubble. So people have been for days under rubble, just hoping to get rescued. Does anybody really know what that feel like to be sitting up under something crushed? Not knowing if anybody really gonna come to help you. You hungry as a motherfucker too. Don't know family dead. Like you don't know anything that's going on, but you just stuck. So there's a video of a woman there. You can follow the link to my video in the links, and you can see this woman that had been stuck and that she get rescued. Rescue operations are over in the rebel-held area of northwest Syria. The White Helmets volunteer organizations say relief efforts there have been complicated by a long-running civil war. So of course, stick our nose in things, and then we just take our nose out of things, and we just leave people to deal with. Same thing is gonna happen with Ukraine one of these days. The shift in power when it comes to presidents is gonna come. Support is gonna stop. Next thing you know, these countries are going to be battling out with whoever that's left. Like, because of course we try to do what we can, but over here in the United States, power change hands every 4 years, or over 8 years, or every 8 years in some instances, and things are going to happen. So we got to be aware of that. So I think that the most important thing that we can do here is see, look, how you can help the victims and how you can donate. Over 36,000, so over 36,000 people dead, even more tens of thousands, so maybe up to 50,000 people in total that were injured, along with the aftershocks. The Turkish Disaster and Emergency Management Agency is calling on international help. So United States, man, if y'all got some aid instead of a bomb, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, go ahead and send it over there to Turkey and Syria. These people can really use some help, because at the end of the day, right now, a lot of this stuff, when y'all look at icky pick over certain things that happen in the world, United States and had our hand out there. So when the bad stuff happening, like I said, you might just in this scenario, you might need to stick a hand out to Syria and Turkey. But right now, they're calling for international help. International help. Now, a former, over here where I'm at, a former Doraville police officer accused of concealing 16-year-old girl's death. Now, there's a young lady that disappeared. That's my biggest fear, y'all. Something that happened to your children. They go missing. Everyone knows this happened with girls a lot. Anyone remember that brother? It was a young lady who used to work at the bar, Mother, over there in Edgewood. Her boyfriend, as she's getting abducted, as he looking out the window, he on the phone talking to the police. Yo, somebody taking my girl. Stuff like that. So we deal with that a lot here. And now we have, I don't know exactly what this brother did, but the police officer has been arrested in the connection with concealing a young lady's death. Authorities have charged a Doraville police officer with concealing the death of Susanamorales. The police identified the officer as Milesbryant. He's 22 years old, man, and has been arrested. Nobody knows what's really going to come of this, but 22 years old and arrested. He faces charges of concealing the death of another and false report of a crime. So are they trying to say that he's in cahoots with what happened to this young lady? It's very tragic that over a year ago, this young lady went missing. Missing report, her phone, everything shows around 10 o'clock or so. She out walking the street, looks to be like her neighborhood. After her phone eventually goes dead, there's no sign of her since June or July of last year. Now we are here in February of 2023, and her remains were found on the side of the road. She disappeared in July, was on Instagram. She was not Instagram, but her phone activity showed 10:07, 10:21. But then after that, they say she may have gotten into a vehicle that, said that where she was over in the area. They said on February 6th, but then on February 6th, officer responded to the area between Drowning Creek and Barrow County after some reported seeing what they believe were human remains in the forest. So if anybody truly has any idea what happened to this young lady, I suggest that we put it out there, because none of this deserved to happen to her. At the end of the day, this is our daughter, this is your cousin, this is your niece. All of them little pretty little words, you know what I'm saying? I'll do anything for her, da 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 da, ain't nobody gonna touch my, da da da, all that good stuff that we talk. But more and more every week, more and more women go missing. You know what I'm saying? And end up dead. Nobody know what happened. Like that brother who got arrested. I don't know exactly what he did, but more will come out with the story. So let me know your thoughts on this. 16 years old. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying, deal with that, have children at home, young children. You don't want your child to be out the time that you do allow them to go and do their thing and get it on, have fun, that they don't come back. So let's remember that. Over here in Doraville, young lady went missing going on a year ago. She's been found. Her remains have been found, but we truly don't know what happened. So we will need to know more about that. Now, over in Japan, Mr. Hanky Panky time. Police have uncovered a ring of 17 men believed to have filmed 10,000 women bathing in the hot springs across Japan. Police in Japan uncovered a ring. The men hid in mountainous areas near the springs and used telephoto lenses to film the women. They also held gatherings to view the footage together, the police say. Now, I want to look. So, Japan, where is the cat? Where's the strip club? Why are these dudes over and over, years and years, like to go from great distances, being trees, being mountains, all over the place, and filming women, men probably too. They put women, but these hot springs have more than just women in them. But these guys are filming you from far away with their nice, pretty cameras, technology. Then they go back to some big gathering where it's like, let's look over what we got, baby. Let's look over what we got. So that's what's truly unfortunate. Over in Japan, they arrested 17 suspects, photographing over 10,000 women bathing in the hot springs. The ringleader, Karin Sayato, who was 50, was arrested in 2021 of December. They were charged with nuisance prevention ordinance, a local law against illicit photography. Between 2021 of December 2021 and February 16, more men were arrested, including a doctor from Tokyo, a senior company executives, the local government officials. Let's see, and local government officials. Reported this. Let's see, and this has been reported. So we got doctors, senior executives, and we got the local government. Different people all up there with their motherfucking cameras trying to get a sneaky peek. They have this. Seattle has confessed to taking voyeuristic photos of nude women for 30 years in 46 different government-sanctioned areas. The police were told. After being arrested, he informed the police about at least a dozen others. See, with them other coaches, it's not a big snitch thing. That boy, that man, over mature enough, 50 years old. When he saw the pressure was on, he said, "Yo, y'all coming down with me? I got another." What y'all need to help me get out of this situation? I got 12 more names for y'all just to help me get out of this situation. So let's realize that the no snitching thing we only hold that so high over in our culture. They use high-end cameras so they can get the best tatas. There's certain words I can't say on here no more. And the best kitty cat. They wanted pictures of the best. I can't say certain thing no more because TikTok and YouTube will definitely stop promoting your videos and use profanity and different things like that. Let's see. Both people should, their birthday is just saying both people should be able to, men and women should be able to bathe privately and not worry about people spying on them. In 2018, people convicted of taking illicit photographs faced a year in prison and a fine of 1 million Japanese yen, equivalent to $8,000. So, hey, you look at your little cat, little tatas, and you may get a year in prison or maybe $8K fine. And who knows when they actually get the money from you. Let me know what y'all think about this. Over in Japan, they hanging out in mountains and trees from distances to look over in the hot springs and get new pictures over 10K. You know how much footage and how much data it take to have over 10K worth of photos? It's the N.y.a show, y'all. N.y.a show, episode 109. Let me know your thoughts on the topics for today. Once again, let's run through them. Over 30,000 people dead over in Turkey and Syria due to this 7.2 magnitude earthquake that has shocked, and they need international help. Over in Doraville, a young lady who went missing over a year ago, her remains have been found. RIP, and may you bring peace to the family. She has been found, and the Doraville police officer has been arrested. We have yet to truly know how much he is involved in what happened to this young lady. And over there in Japan, they have arrested over 17 people who are believed to have filmed 10,000 women bathing in the hot springs across Japan. It's the N.y.a show. Let me know your thoughts on the topics for this week, and I'll see y'all next week.